Hello and welcome back to Save Ourselves. Or if you're new here, then hi, I am Aparna. In this video, I'll be sharing a few tips on how to plan a productive day. And before we even get started with tip number one, there's tip number zero, which is in the title itself, and that is to plan. Now, this channel is all about planning and productivity, so I don't really think I need to elaborate on why planning is a good way to kickstart a productive day. So if you want to know why, I can probably make another video about it. So let me know in the comments below. And without further ado, let's get right in. So tip number one is to divide your day into blocks. Now, visualizing a whole day at a stretch can be a little daunting, and depending on how stressed you are with your work, the day can either look really short or really long, and both of them are not really pleasant experiences. So, what I found helpful is to divide the day into blocks, and I find using my meal times as a good dividing line for those blocks. So my first block will be from breakfast to lunch, my second one will be post lunch till the evening, and my third block will be after sunset till about dinner time. So I'll use these blocks as separate entities and plan throughout these smaller chunks of time, which is just better to visualize and better to schedule as well. Tip number two is to assign a specific type or a category to each of these blocks. Now, what boosts our productivity further is a concept called task batching, which is essentially putting together tasks that are of a similar nature or a similar typology or that require a similar skill set. So, what I'll do is I'll use my morning block as for my house chores or personal chores and basically preparing for the day that is to come. And post lunch, I'll use that block to do my main academic work or to do save ourselves related work, because that's when I'm my most creative self. And in the evening, depending on how packed my day is, I'll either take the evening block off or I'll use it as a work block. So assigning these categories to each of the blocks just helps you task batch and get more things done in an efficient way. Tip number three is to organize your to-do list according to the blocks that you have. So what you can do is, when you know what kind of block you want to have throughout your day, you can just start putting tasks and your schedule in that particular block. Or if you don't really like that method, what you can do is make a to-do list first and then assign the categories to each block itself. So this process can be to and fro according to what suits you best. Tip number four is to know your peak hours of productivity. So if you're going to put all of your important tasks in the evening, when you actually get more things done in the morning, it's not going to sustain you for a long time and it's just going to stress you out in the long run. So try to understand yourself and know which is the time of the day when you feel the most productive, and assign your heaviest tasks to that time of the day. So for example, I set my morning block for house related chores because I like to start off my day with more mechanical tasks that don't require a lot of brain power. And by the time lunch happens, I have already set the momentum and I can get into the flow better and be my most productive self in the afternoon. So that's what works for me right now. And the important thing to know is that these things are not set in stone and they might change and evolve with the kind of schedules and workload you have. So go with the flow and try to readjust and reset these routines every few months so that you know you are working according to your best peak hours of productivity. And finally, tip number five is to get the basics right. So, in my opinion, the first 90% is kind of easy to achieve if you set things in your favor and do what is necessary. And it's the last 10% where you actually have to push yourself out of your comfort zone to achieve something great. So, in order to set things in your favor and to get to that 90% a little more efficiently, what you can do is get the basics right. So these are things like getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, eating right and eating at the right time, and just creating a dedicated workspace and having a clean workspace around you and having maintaining your environment. These are small things that are more of supportive tasks and passive things which are just going to support and boost your productivity, and I call these productivity enablers. So I had made a video on this long back, so I'm going to link it in the cards above and also in the video description, so don't forget to check that out. And the point being that get all of these passive things in place to just achieve a better flow state and have a more productive and efficient day. So I hope that these 5 tips were helpful for you, and let me know which of these you found to be the most useful in the comments below. And I'll be adding a couple of more tips in the blog post that will accompany this video. So it'll be linked in the description, so don't forget to check that out. And if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also click on the bell icon to get notifications whenever I upload. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.